What's up, guys? Out here walking the dogs, getting some steps in, and I want to talk about something that's been on my mind lately. And honestly, it's something that I see all the time. People are addicted to learning, not growing, not improving, not taking action, learning. And those are two completely different things. Make sure I don't get hit. We live in a world where information has never been easier to get. You can watch YouTube, you can listen to a podcast, you can read books, you can buy courses, you can literally learn anything that you want. But here's the problem. Most people can confuse consuming information with making progress. I know people have read every leadership book, but they've never led anything. I know people have watched thousands of fitness videos, but they still don't work out consistently. I know people have listened to every business podcast imaginable, but they've never started the business. They never made the phone call. They've never taken the risk. The truth is this, knowledge is only valuable when it turns into action. And action is the thing most people avoid. Because action is uncomfortable. Action means you can fail. And action means people can, judge you. And action means you might find out you're not as good as you thought. Think about it. These dogs don't think they're, sit around researching how to walk. They just walk. They don't watch a podcast on how to be a dog. They just do dog things. Humans are the only creatures that can spend years preparing for a life they've never actually start. I see this all the time in fitness. Someone asked me, Evan, what's the best workout? I tell them. A month later, they're asking about another workout. Then another workout, and then another workout. The problem was never the workout. The problem was, consistency. Same thing with nutrition. People want the perfect diet, keto, carnivore, Mediterranean, macro tracking. The reality, most people get amazing results with just eating real food, drinking water, walking daily, and doing that for 6 months consistently. And honestly, I'm guilty of this too. I've spent time reading, planning, organizing, waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect equipment, the perfect setup, the perfect timing. And you know what I've learned? The perfect moment never comes. The people who build great businesses aren't the smartest. The people who get in shape aren't always the most educated. The people who change their lives aren't always the most talented. They're usually just the people willing to move before they're ready. Read the book, listen to the podcast, watch the video, but then shut it off and go do something. Anything. Take one step. If you want to lose weight, go for a walk today. You want to build muscle, go lift today. If you want to start a business, register the LLC today. Want a better marriage? Have the conversation today. If you want to become a stronger man or woman, do the hard thing today. Because action creates clarity. Most people think clarity creates action. It's actually the opposite. You don't need clarity first. You get clarity from movement. So, with that being said, that's my challenge for you. Stop looking for the next piece of information. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop preparing for, a life you could already be living. Just pick one thing, one goal, one habit, one action, and just do it today. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not when life settles down, today. Because your future isn't built by what you know, it's built by what you do. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to finish this walk, spend some time with the dogs, and just get back to work. We'll see you on the next one. And with closing, what's one thing you've been putting on or off that you need to do? Just drop it in the comments.